1,817 clues have come and gone, but 26 new ones are headed your way as part of this 68th episode of Disney 100 Jeopardy, presented by MagicBandReaders.com. As always, I am your host, Bryan Perri, and thank you so much for joining me. As you can see, I'm rocking the Zero Bothers Given t-shirt, which you can pick up in the store linked below. That might be in line with one of the categories that you'll be playing today, and you'll find that out in a little bit. But first, let's check out the rules on your screen. They're the same rules as always. If you want to cheat, be a cheater. I couldn't care less because this is a YouTube video, so be my guest. In last week's episode 67, the Final Jeopardy category created quite the firestorm. It was before and after words, where I gave you 3 clues and you had to combine them to get your correct answer. I'm going to make it easier this round. I'm only going to give you 2 clues that you have to combine into one answer, like typical before and after works. The answer will be 1 or 2 words. And yeah, I guess I'm being a bit of a pushover. I will say this though.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
That's right, it was Final Jeopardy. It was supposed to be hard. Anyway, if that category is not for you, we've got 4 other categories you're about to play. So without further delay, let's check them out. Once again, before and after words, we'll grind your gears and kick things off. The second category, in honor of Memorial Day, stars. This is all about stars you might see or hear about in a Disney movie or song. The third category, continuing with Memorial Day theming, it is stripes. So we have a stars category and we have a stripes category. In the stripes category, I will zoom in to a character who is either wearing stripes or just happens to have some stripes on their body. You'll have to tell me who that character is. The fourth category is your Disney Parks category of the week. It is presented by MagicBandReaders.com. It marks the return of Disney World wait time signs. You might remember I did this about 6 months ago. I show you a wait time sign that you would find in Walt Disney World, and you have to tell me what ride it is for. Fear not, if you're on the West Coast, Disneyland fans, I'll have a Disneyland wait time sign category headed your way in just 2 weeks. This is all presented by MagicBandReaders.com. I'll get to that in a little bit. And the fifth and final category you'll be playing, I alluded to it before, it is Pooh and Friends. If you know absolutely nothing about Winnie the Pooh, then 0 bothers given. If you do, you're in luck, because it is 5 clues all about the Winnie the Pooh franchise. And with that, it is now time for the easiest round of the game, the cupcake round. Each of these clues are worth just 200 points each. Hopefully you go 5 for 5, bank 1,000 points under your belt, because if you don't, it's an uphill battle. I'll be honest, it gets a little tougher as the game goes on. But would you want Jeopardy any other way? Let's kick things off with before and after words for 200. Combine these 2 film titles that feature the 2 most popular Disney songs of this millennium. And when I say most popular, I mean in terms of Billboard's charts. One of those songs reached number 1, the other song reached number 4 or 5. But either way, combine the titles of the 2 movies. The correct answer is Frozencanto.
Let it go, let it go.
7-foot frame, right so long as that.
We move on to stars. First clue. Often considered the signature song of the Walt Disney Company, When You Wish Upon a Star was written for this 1940 Disney film. What is Pinocchio?
When you wish upon a star.
Here comes the first clue from the stripes category. It is worth 200. Can you identify which character is rocking these stripes? That would be the one and only Mr. Smee. Here comes your first wait time sign of the day. Can you identify what ride you would be entering right now? You can kind of see it in the background. The correct answer is the Haunted Mansion. Final clue of the cupcake round brings us to Pooh and Friends. Winnie's favorite snack/food. If you are a die-hard honey fan, then you probably knew this answer, and maybe you even want to rock some honey on your shirt. That is the correct answer, honey, and that does mark the end of the cupcake round. Hopefully you do have 1,000 points under your belt, but if not, that's all right. Here comes redemption in the form of round number 2. These are worth 400. It starts with before and after words. Ariel and Robin Hood's love interest. What is Mermaid Marian? Or Little Mermaid Marian, that works as well. On to stars now for 4. After Ray is crushed to death. Moment of silence for Ray. Raymond. Raymond. Okay. In Princess and the Frog, via the boot of Dr. Facilier, he joins his longtime love interest in the sky, a star who he named this. Who is Evangeline? We move on to stripes now for 400. Can you identify whose stripes these are? That would be Jasmine's pet tiger, Raja.
Oh, Father. Raja was just playing with him.
Weren't you, Raja? You were just playing with that overdressed, self-absorbed Prince Ahmed, weren't you?
It's time for your second wait time sign from Walt Disney World. This one's kind of newish. Does the virtual queue help you out? What ride is this? That would be Tron Light Cycle Run. Final clue of the 400-point round belongs to Pooh and Friends. Winnie the Pooh's owner. He got an entire live-action film named after him. The correct answer is Christopher Robin.
And what might that be, Christopher Robin?
You're braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think.
Let's keep this ball rolling as we approach the halfway point of the game. It's the 600-point round, and clue number 11 belongs to before and afterwards. Pixar's most recent film and a diamond in the rough. You combine the two, you've got Elemental and Aladdin, therefore Elementaladdin. Here comes stars for 600 now. Before the All-Star Movies Resort and the All-Star Music Resort opened at Walt Disney World, this All-Star Resort opened first in the spring of '94. A great spring, might I add. Let's go Rangers. The correct answer is All-Star Sports. If you've ever been to the All-Star Resorts down in Orlando, I always thought it was kind of weird that they have the Mighty Ducks in the movie section. I know that the Mighty Ducks started as a movie, but I feel like having them in the movie section when you also have a sports section, you could have put any other movie there and moved it, whatever. These are the things I think about before I fall asleep at night. We move on to stripes for 6. Ooh, black and white stripes. Very fashionable. Who's wearing them? That's what you would call a super skinny fit. Next time I go to a Top Man store, I'm going to ask, excuse me, do you have that Jack Skellington look? You know, the Pumpkin King. It's time for your third wait time sign of the game. Only 5 minutes for this, wow. Five-minute wait time there for Slinky Dog Dash. Let's finish off the middle round, the 600-point round, with a little Pooh and Friends. In the Tigger movie, Tigger sets off in search of this after getting into arguments with his friends. In a classic misunderstanding, he's looking for an actual tree that he thinks is his family tree. But if you either said family or family tree, that works. It's actually a really cute movie. All of his friends dress up like Tigger to try to convince him that they're his family members, and then I guess he's just so dumb that he believes them for a second until, I don't know if it's Rue or someone screws it. Anyway, yeah, whatever. Tigger movie, very good. Not a Disney feature animation film, but did come out in theaters, which is a little confusing. It's probably one of the few to do that. Okay, we move on to the 800-point round. It's time for my favorite category, before and after words. In their films, one was a circus star and the other starred on the screen, but both animals were characters in Disney movies named after them. So hopefully you were able to figure out that the circus star was Dumbo, and then using that knowledge, you know that the second answer has to start with a B-O, so that would be Bolt, therefore Dumbolt. Here comes Stars for 8. Leading into the credits, this is the final song you hear in Hercules. What is A Star Is Born? On to Stripes now for the 4th time. In my personal opinion, not as fashionable as Jack Skellington, but a nice jacket, I guess, nonetheless. Who does it belong to? Who is Bert from Mary Poppins?
Mary Poppins, you look beautiful.
Do you really think so?
Cross my heart you do, like the day I met you.
Here comes your 4th Disney World wait time sign. 300 minutes! Wow. You must really want to experience this experience. Hopefully I didn't give it away. The correct answer is Princess Fairy Tale Hall. Now, the line to meet the princesses can get pretty long, though I don't remember ever getting to 300 minutes, other than the time that Anna and Elsa used to meet there. Do you remember that? That was before the Summer House opened at Epcot. They threw Anna and Elsa inside Magic Kingdom. Yeah, so it was right after Frozen, around 2014, I think. And 300 minutes to meet the Arendellian sisters. Hey, I love Frozen, but I don't think I love it that much. 5th and final clue of the 800-point round belongs to Pooh and Friends. The most recent Disney feature animation film in the franchise was Winnie the Pooh in 2011. It was predated by this Disney film about the same characters that came out in 1977. Also, it had a remarkably similar name. I always thought this was funny. Out of the 62 Disney feature animation movies that have come out, I believe it's 62 now, you have Winnie the Pooh in 2011, and then you also have The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh in 1977. So there you have it. 20 clues are down, 6 remain, but before we get to Final Jeopardy, you know what time it is. It is time for the most overly dramatic, soundtrack-infused, unnecessarily spotlighted part of the game. 1,000-point round. Hit it. And again, if you fail miserably and get all 5 wrong here and get negative 1,000 points, 0 bothers given, folks. 0 bothers given. We begin the 1,000 dramatic round with before and after words. The last Disney feature animation film to feature the main character's name in the title, and Pixar's film starring the Lightfoot brothers. The correct answer is Raya, and the last dragon word. I made it easy to get onward, or I made it as easy as I could to get onward, and then Raya and the last dragon might have been a little tough, but hopefully you got it, hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's move on to the second clue of the 1,000-point round. It belongs to stars. In The Lion King, Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa disagree on what the lights in the night sky are. They're stars. Simba believes that they are the kings of the past, looking down at us. Timon believes that they are fireflies who got stuck in the sky. And Pumbaa? Well, Pumbaa believes that they are this. Don't judge a book by its cover, because Pumbaa is deceptively smart. He believes the stars in the sky are balls of gas burning billions of miles away.
What are they?
They're fireflies. Fireflies that got stuck up in that big bluish black thing.
Oh, gee. I always thought they were balls of gas burning billions of miles away.
Pumbaa, with you, everything's gas.
I also do love that Timon thought the stars were fireflies because I guess you could say Ray got stuck up there. It's time for your final clue from the stripe category. It's worth 1,000 points. Who's rocking these white and orange stripes? That would be Phineas from Phineas and Ferb. It's time for your final Disney World wait time sign. Let's check it out. 60 minutes for this bad boy. 60 minutes, well worth it. The correct answer is Living with the Land.
Listen to the land, listen to the land.
That does mark the end of the wait time sign category, and if you want more Disney World wait time signage in your life, boy, do I have news for you. Check this out. They have returned with a limited time offer. That is magicbandreaders.com. In honor of Memorial Day, you can get your very own wait time sign in your home, displaying your favorite Disney attraction's current wait time, and now even the wait time for your favorite character meet and greets. That means if you're determined to meet Mickey Mouse, today, you can check the wait time on your sign while you're sitting in your living room and say, let me check some flights or some train tickets, and then calculate how long it would take you to get across the country to Magic Kingdom to meet Mickey Mouse. All possible thanks to knowing Mickey's wait time just like that. There are 6 different wait time signs that you can pick up, all representing the 6 different American Disney parks. I personally wake up every morning and check the wait time for the People Mover because I know that if it's more than a 5-minute wait, the park is grotesquely crowded, and then I enjoy the air conditioning of my apartment. Use our code ITM20 for 20% off right now at magicbandreaders.com/wait. They've also got a bunch of other cool products for the summer that I'll tell you about next week. And again, no disrespect to the People Mover. You guys know I love the People Mover. But again, more than a 5-minute wait for the Tomorrowland Transit Authority, and you're in trouble if you're in the Magic Kingdom. All right, it's time for the final clue on the board before Final Jeopardy. It belongs to Pooh and Friends for 1,000. The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh ride at the Magic Kingdom replaced this opening day attraction, a ride that still exists in Anaheim. What is Mr. Toad's Wild Ride? 25 clues are down and 1 remains, and it just so happens to be the one clue of the game that will ultimately determine how proud of yourself you will be for the next 7 days until episode 69 of 100 Jeopardy. With that, let's check out the final category you'll be playing today. Non-Disney Disney songs. What does that mean? All right. In a lot of Disney films throughout the years, you hear iconic tunes that were written for the movie that you hear them in. But you might also hear a few popular songs or songs that didn't originate within that Disney movie. This is all about those songs and how well you remember them. So with that knowledge, make your wagers. And time is up. All right, it's time for the final clue of this episode 67, all about non-Disney songs within Disney movies. Let's check it out. If you stick around for the final post-credits scene after Ralph breaks the internet, you're treated to Ralph singing this 1980s song that the internet helped revitalize in the 2010s. Good luck. And time is up. You can argue that this was the greatest post-credit scene in cinematography history. That's because after Ralph breaks the internet, they kind of teased that they were going to show you a teaser for the highly anticipated Frozen 2, and then it turned out you were just getting rickrolled. That's because Ralph sang "Never Gonna Give You Up."
And now, an exclusive sneak peek of Frozen 2. Click here.
I can't believe rickrolling was such a big thing. The 2010s were we had a lot of time on our hands, I guess. That's gonna do it for this episode of Disney 100 Jeopardy, presented by MagicBandReaders.com. You know the deal. If you like what you saw, be sure to subscribe and click that bell icon. Hello, bell. Nailed that one. This way, you're notified every time we come out with brand new content. If you want this Zero Bothers Given shirt, you can pick up your own in the link below, and I will see you in a week for episode 69 of Disney 100 Jeopardy, featuring the non-Disney Disney songs category. Oh, and by the way, here are the other 4 categories you'll be playing as a gift for you.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
You know I had to do it. I've been your host, Bryan Perri. I'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.